The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon. Turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. On we'll go, finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest, echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways.
Hello. Hi. Hi. How's everyone? I had to actually open my drink. It's not water this time. Salt pepper. Maybe for this game we should actually do it on the main screen. Because you can actually see chat if I actually do it on the other screen. Which wasn't a problem before. Let me actually open that up, by the way. Dun, 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 dun. I actually want to check something, make sure something works real quick. Because last time it didn't work, so I want to actually make sure it works. It goes correctly. Awesome. Okay. That worked. Okay. Welcome, everyone. Feels like it's been forever, even though it's only been since Monday. How's everyone doing? Today we're actually going back into Doki Doki Literature Club, which I only get to play an hour and a half into last time, so I'm actually excited to actually play it this time. So, let's go. Yeah, right after Valentine's Day was the time I get to play it, because then I had to head off to a party. You can use the skip button to fast forward through text you've already read. Okay. Who should I show my poem to next? Show it to Natsuki. Natsuki, accept my poem. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. What's that supposed to mean? Is it good? That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Oh, it's not. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Not a great idea. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. Eagles can fly. I was like, wait, I've already read this. People can try, but that's about it. I don't think people should try to fly. I don't think it'll end up very well. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it's hard, but it hits you hard. But it hits hard. Whatever. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. It can be. I agree. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Are you a rapper? Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Oh. Smart. Why am I really laggy? Very odd. I'm moving extremely slowly. Like, delayed. Natsuki's got bars. Natsuki does have bars. Hello, Crow! Hello, Woobs! Bro, I'm gonna trust you to get that grandmother across the street. Woobs, I'll trust you to save the princess. Oh, get out the feelings of the last line. So you did. Ooh, this one is difficult. I don't know about this. Well, you see, I trust you to do it anyway. I'm sure you can get the job done. if I go up there and it's long, I'm turning around and going, oh. Well, good luck to you. I only hand out the contracts afterwards to the other mercenaries that actually come by. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. Sorry, my chat wasn't working right. Fuck. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. Good job, Natsuki. Good job on you. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Congrats. Who next? To Yuri. We'll just go down the line at this point. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Now, hold on. Okay. Oh, wait, mess. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad? No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they try to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. She's reading books all the time. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes to it with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I flicker back. Did you look at him? uh, I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. I could not read your handwriting because it was too good. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. It did. Ah, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Uh, that's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. Or, it wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. Keep not switching voices. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Oh. Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Zel. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolic. Blah. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbol. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to the ghost. It's okay, take your time. Oh my goodness, I just couldn't say that word after reading all the others. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna lose my mind. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. And I'm counting on you, Yuri. Who should I show my poem to next? Sure, we'll show it to the class president. Hi, Zel! Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. I can't come up with all different voices for all these characters. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Usually people say that, like, you can always let me know. Always listening makes it sound bad, like you're listening to everything we talk about. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? Sure. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Zel. We're all a little bit embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there's also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You're You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. You shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Haha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Let's read it then. Man, I messed up. Oh man. Hole in wall. That sounds like that old game show. Hole in the wall. You had to conform yourself to fit in the hole, or either your team to be in the shape, or either you get knocked into the water behind you. It couldn't have been me. See the direction of the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel. Blind. Like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched in the permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he was on the other side. And he on the other side was looking in. Very nice. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe that after everyone is better friends with each other? Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a dark blue puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Thanks for letting me know. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. Let me actually turn my face light on because it's actually a little bit dark in my room. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy? Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Zel did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Zell liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. I didn't even know. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Zell appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? They are fighting. No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Zell started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Wow. Shut her down. This doesn't involve you. Now get out of the conversation, Monica. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Zell! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Zell. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Zell? I don't want to get in the middle. Well? I get dragged into... It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, that's going to be... Who should I agree with? Well, I don't know. I don't know who I should agree with. Natsuki pulling out the claws and just straight up attacking Yuri. Straight up cat fight. I wanted to have a cookie. I like Natsuki more, so I'd say her. I was also thinking Natsuki. So I understand that. Also, she does have, wait, yeah. I do like Natsuki more, also. Natsuki, awesome. Yuri? You're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that I racked my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job of that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Shows how much you know. That's not... Natsuki, I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is really a personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri? Yuri looks at me dejectedly, with a face like I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me, Zel. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. Think about... Natsuki glances around the room. Natsuki, you're not doing a great job apologizing. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monika look away. Just give her some privacy. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori. I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the head, shoulder, whatever. Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone, especially you, Zel. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. Great. So happy. I'm glad I could cause this fight. No, not at all. Not at all. There's still some time before we go home, so we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room, So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. But about what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How do you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun! Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Zel, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. That's what she thinks. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Zel! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori? About what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that sort of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Zel, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Lee probably would be with Yuri. Lipstick would probably be with... Is that a cutesy thing? Lipstick? I'm gonna say that Sayori. Precious is probably Sayori. Destiny would be Yuri. Lucky would be Sayori. Insight would be Yuri. Infinite, Yuri. Extreme, Yuri. Happiness, Sayori. Art, Yuri? Okay. Would Precious. I did not see who jumped there. I think it was Sayori. Clouds, captive, forgive, anger, smile, covet, spinning, fester. Smile? Okay, well, we're going... Man. Sweet or boop? Boop. Awesome. Hurt, ring loud, papa. Determination, warm, dance, flying, electricity, tenacious, disown, flying. Oh, well. There's like, oh my goodness, dude. Promise, journey, atone, party, horror. That's most definitely Yuri. Uncanny, defeat, ribbon. Just notice. Monica's not here. Okay, so I guess we're not going for Monica at all. Cry, loud, fickle, dazzle, variance, kitty. Yeah, I knew that would be her. Vivacious, vitality, contamination, marriage, frightening, vibrant, amazing, desire, milk. Milk? What's with milk? Incapable. Vibrant. Oh, well, there you go. It was a very long word. I should have known that was great. Pink socks are just kind of pink. Yeah. Unstable, secretive, ambient, crimson, bunny. There's a bunny. Clumsy, fun. Fun is most definitely Sayori. I would think it would also be Natsuki, but I know it's not. Dream. Oh well, there you go. Explode, sing, fantasy, inferno. Like I'm bubbles. We go with bubbles. Yes. Time hop. Hair, vertigo, broken, aura, anime. Okay, if anime is an option on here, we gotta go anime. Okay, well, yeah, we're going for Natsuki just because anime and manga. Raindrops, meager, climax, fireworks, heaven sent, portrait, melody, play, skirt. What does it say? Unending, uncontrollable. You just look at the word length and actually be like, oh, okay, this is most definitely Yuri. We'll go with bliss. Yeah. Didn't really see a word for Natsuki there. Disoriented, adventure, entropy. Graveyard, awesome, pain, fear, alone, bed, nibble. I was like, none of these words sound great. Imagination, whisper, blanket, family, massacre. Massacre, yeah, that's it. Oh, this is most definitely Yuri. Vivid, games, rainbow, comfort. Imagination. Okay, well. Sunset, treasure, Valentine. Some hope, extraordinary, pleasure, together, nature, parfait. Intellectual, skipping, existence, sparkle, shopping, calm, wonderful, grief, kawaii. Sure there's stickers like this somewhere. What is that on there for? That's not it. Wait. Boom. There it is. I got it off my page. I didn't notice that the little notification thing was actually on here. I don't know if you guys could see it, but it was on there from Twitch. Fluffy. Yeah. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little bit more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Zel. Hi, yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you, huh? Anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? Yeah. No thanks? Oh, never mind. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that, all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought snacks before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves the one option. Well, I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. You feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Whatever. I did it wrong. Did the wrong boy. She just liked me for real. Hungry. Yes. Hello, Iron Bro. How's it going? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Zel to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Yeah. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. Iron Bro, you have a mission to learn a new skill. Good luck on your mission. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. I learned it, but I forgot already. You know, sometimes it'd be like that. It'd be like that. It's all right. There's no way you could think of that. There's no way you could think that. You're right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That! Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But... I wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on. Give me more credit than that, Sayori. What was that? Yeah. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... a cookie? Sure enough, it was a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Who throws a cookie? Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? Is this because I paid my restitution? Sorry, I was trying to toss something because there was actually something on the back of my chair. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Haha. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. I just switched voices in mid people. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just to eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Ooh. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Tori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sorry. Sorry, Nisan. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, You're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course, she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played piano as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Zel. Monica smiles sweetly. Thank you, Monica. I appreciate you. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull out the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. Hey, I was looking at that. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably Seeing a box set with one book... What is wrong with me? Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? Is that a series I've never heard? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. Probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on the man. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Oh, she's just telling me to leave the classroom. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It wasn't the tone. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you the one thing, Zell. Consider this a lesson straight to the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I have too many books to read already, and it's only 2. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves a book right into my hands. Uh, I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe? Don't just stand there. Well, Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the window sills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling for me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? Uh, I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Asuya crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. Besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There's so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gives me a little shove. It just means that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into the baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever go and get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. That impressionable. Haha. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Hello, Natsuki. You're so close. We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not, even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that, if you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Hmm? You don't? Um, that's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Uh, sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Well, seeing as how like the uppercut you gave Yuri yesterday, I wouldn't put it past you to do it. I know those kinds of people. I know those kinds of people. Hello, Sheila. How are you doing? You love Doki Doki? Yeah. This is my second time actually playing through it. Or not playing through it. It's my second time playing it. Because the last time I think was almost a month ago. Because I actually didn't get to finish playing some of it. How are you doing today? Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. Nice? Yeah. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Hmm? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Just chilling after a long work day? Well, I hope it wasn't too rough on you. I hope it was actually pretty good and not too stressful. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. It was okay. Well, I'm glad you're able to rest now. Is my stream really laggy right now? Like, am I moving? I'm moving. Like, it looks like the names are actually moving a little bit laggy on the newest follow and newest subscriber and stuff. It just looks a bit weird. At least this game actually isn't like very fast, so you can't even tell. It's clicking through. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found out this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Maybe slightly, but not too noticeable. Okay, that's good. Awesome, thank you. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe, but at least you're enjoying yourself, right? Natsuki has nothing to say. So... Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character, Minori. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... No, I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. Oh, also, Sheila, who's your favorite character in this? It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But it's not, but she, but if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. Sorry, actually, I had to scratch my eye. Being able to being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little bit to myself. Okay, everyone. Uh, Are you all ready for today's poem? Poem? I didn't even do my homework. Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy up there. Uh, Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches. She slides a whole entire foot away from me. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I close it and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Sorry guys, I didn't mean to hit the microphone. Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish it if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. Before tomorrow? And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got part way through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. I'm more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it. Alright then. I stand up. I turn to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. Who should we show our poem to first? Who should I? Yeah, okay. I'll just go ahead and show it to Natsuki since we already talked to her. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back at the poem. By now, she must have read it more than once. Aren't you supposed to be bad at this? Let's go! Is that a compliment? No. I mean, you know. Natsuki struggles to find the word she wants. I just expected a lot less after what you showed me yesterday. That's all. Well, I guess I just got lucky with this one. Yeah, exactly. You just got lucky, you know? Don't get used to it. You won't always manage to write poems as cute. I mean, well written. No, so that's how it is? My poem is cute? No. Why are you smiling? It's not like I like cute things. Natsuki shoves my poem back towards me. Huh. Reading it again, I decided that it's not so great after all. I just shot my poem down. It's too cute and doki doki. It would only impress, you know, girls who like those kinds of things. For some reason, Natsuki is incredibly easy to see through. Well, anyway, you're gonna read mine now, right? Judging by your taste, you'll probably like it a lot. You'll probably learn something too. Don't forget who the real pro is here. Oh my goodness, this is actually way longer. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she's saying the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. and I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. I was like, why is it not scrolling? Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday. Quite a bit, yeah. Yesterday's was too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that is the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. You know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. Oh, like whenever people actually judge her for her manga. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of people finding out. They'd made fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of people can too. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Okay, Natsuki, I'll look forward to it. We'll go ahead and go to Sayori. Sayori, ooh, I like this one, Zel. It has some nice feelings in it. And I'm glad. Still though, your tone makes it sound like you like yesterday's poem better. I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. No. I still liked this one, I promise. You know I wouldn't lie to you, Zell. Never ever. Yeah, I guess so, except about your money. What made yesterday's poems so great compared to this one then? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet? Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud on your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic. Eh, it is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Zell. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Why is everyone's poem so long today? I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all of my dreams. Little balls of sunshine rubbing together like the bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on a shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hidden in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off the bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time lapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up, and in come my friends. And they come, in such a hurry. Did they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They're supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. One second, you guys. Hello, coffee. Late for club meeting, I see. Also, I think some of my redeems aren't exactly working right now, so I could actually fix that. Let me actually see. I actually took it off, but I might have missed something. Fashionably late? Sure, fashionably late. All good. Where is it? I will redeem it this time just for the fact I didn't actually do it last time. Actually, I forgot. I just fully took it off. Fully took it off of OBS, so it's not gonna play at all. Because I was trying to transfer over to mix it up, and I didn't get that one. So I will actually probably refund. I will have to refund you points. Crap, I'm opening the wrong stuff now. I see that. That means I owe you coffee. I had some translation stuff to do for work. All good. We're taking care. Welcome to club meeting. Also, you can actually redeem. There's a new redeem. because I don't think you actually were able to see it. Daily contract. You actually can see what your daily contract for today is. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful? Well, never mind. Is this club full of psycho anime girls? Yes. Good luck on your mission to save the world, Coffee. Good luck. I believe in you. I'm thinking too hard about it. Point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express my feelings this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. We got that at home, then that's our literally our friend group. You got me pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, yeah. Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Save the world. Yeah, good luck. Look, I'm a mercenary here, but also I'm supposed to be, this is my mercenary guild, so I'm supposed to hand out contracts for you guys to do, so good luck on your mission. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get it too ahead of yourself. So I always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. Seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Wait, I don't actually. Yeah, sure. Ah, is it my turn? Let's see how it compares to yesterday's. I see. Y'all couldn't even set me an easy. Just go save the freaking world coffee. Yeah. No. Go save the world. You don't get an easy mission around here. Look, maybe tomorrow you'll get a mission that says help a grandma cross the street. You don't know what you'll get. My guild is only full of the best mercenaries, or mercenaries in training. So no. I see. It's a bit different. I respect you for trying different things, Zel. Were you inspired Natsuki's poem? Or Sayori's, perhaps? Well, I guess you could say that. I thought so. I'm happy for you. You don't need to find inspiration in my poems. I read them for myself, not for anyone else. So I don't really need for people to like them or anything. Yuri. Eh. I'm sorry for being blunt, but you're overthinking this a little. Just because our styles are different doesn't mean I dislike your poems. In fact, if I tried to do something in your style, I probably would just do a terrible job. I see. I'm sorry. My stupid mind, it likes to do that sometimes. Anyway, you don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings. And write down the things you see and hear. Oh wait, can I actually go back to this screen now? Because I don't know how big it is on for you guys. No, I'll keep it on this screen, sure. Keep it on the other screen. The main, it actually shows everything off. That's one way to truly enable the reader to see your mind. It's very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that. If you'd like to read it, of course. Is this your poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The Raccoon. I want to see something. Where is it? Wow, that's... I want... Let me put this at the top. If I don't, I'm gonna forget about it. There. I'm gonna forget about it if I don't like put that somewhere. It happened in the dead of the raccoon. Happened in the dead of night. I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. My subconscious, well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase, and it reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of the raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I can't read that. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using my poem as a canvas to express my vivid imagination and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at first face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want it to express the way it feels more to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I usually enforce to keep myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Hmm? Didn't Natsuki write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? Uh, she did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter if you're into what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Uh, please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't... Ow, my toe. If I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would have probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Monica! Hello, Monica. Hi, Ginzel. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that, as long as it's not going to bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, I like it, Zell. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh geez. No, no. It kind of makes me think of Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. Yeah, if you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Can't believe I read that so well. Maybe a long time ago? He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless. Cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Why are we talking about math? Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Oof. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Load me? It's even more abstract than their last one, huh? Huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my own space on the paper. With my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. I will say, it was very creepy just to find 2 words all the way at the bottom. It's almost like magic. Yeah, let's go with that. The way I wrote the lines that's really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Uh-huh. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling. Or a conversation with the reading. A conversation with the reading or a conversation with the reader? I didn't see it. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Okay. Okay. My game? Wait. Are you breaking the wall of immersion? You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Oh, wait, is this a tip? Is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's a good question. What are you talking about? Ha ha ha. That's our advice for today. Thanks, Monica. Thanks for listening. Yeah. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today. So if everyone could come to sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to do for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it yesterday already. But we're going to be performing. We're going to be performing? What are we performing? 1 second, guys. I want to restart my VTube studio. Because it's very choppy. I don't want it to be choppy. I want it to be fixed. I want it to work. Not be iffy. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Again. Hello, Natsumi. Hello. How are you doing? You made it. You made it for club. You made it in time to be in the club. I hope you're doing well today. Hungry? I understand that. I'm also hungry. I'm also hungry. I was just having to fix something real quick. Okay, it should be fixed now. Awesome. Awesome. There you go. Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to perform a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting up these posters up, did you? Start putting up these posters, did you? Man, I can't speak. Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to perform in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud for a whole room of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. About you, Yuri? Oh, Natsumi. Who's your favorite character out of these four? I don't remember if I've asked you before. Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Ha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. Sayori? Really? Okay. I think Natsuki's my favorite. No way. Monica? This is way too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to recite it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. I'm not doing the laughing right now as much because I don't know, my throat feels weird, and also I can't really do the voices right now too well. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. You sick? Not sick, it's just like, I guess my allergies are messing with me. Also, I took a nap before stream, so I kind of had a headache. Just kind of. I feel better. Thank you. Sorry. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. Hello, CT writes, Doki Doki. Why'd I say it like that? So weird. How are you doing? More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotions behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before? Or is she simply unnatural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes their recitation. Yeah, I said it right. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Was struggling with DS1. Now just watching something very opposite. I just had to get away from it. I understand. Also, Natsumi, if you actually want to do the daily contract, you actually can do it and it'll actually tell you what your contract is for today. Same with you, CT, if you actually want to check that out. It's only one, so it's not expensive at all. But I hope that you enjoy what you're actually checking it out. Like the very opposite of DS1. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to see a good example. To set a good example. Man, I messed up. Natsumi. Your contract for today is to save the princess. Good luck on your mission, Natsumi. I believe in you. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her. We were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. You guys get stage fright or anything? Or do you guys not like standing in front of people? Yeah, hand claps all around for Yuri. Woohoo! Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Yuri has nothing to say. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. She's gone. Okay. I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Stage fright is so real. I understand that. I had to stand in front of 400 people and actually had to sing a duet song with one of my friends that she used to be on stage with. And whenever it was my turn to sing, I completely forgot, or I didn't even forget, I just couldn't sing anything. I just stood there and wasn't able to sing. It was ridiculous. I felt ridiculous. But my friend did awesome. She did her part perfect because she was actually used to being on stage and everything. She does a lot of acting and singing on stage. That was my first performance on stage to sing. It's okay. I mean, your first time, so it's all good. Sorry, I giggled. Sorry? It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. This poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori! Even Zel liked it! I guess that's a good sign. Hello! Hello, Lauren. How are you doing today? Welcome to my guild. I love that little emote. That's an amazing emote. Wrong emote? Well, I love the emote anyway. Amazing emote. How are you doing? What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. Ah, look at all the little ones. There's multiple bear army rise. There's little bears running everywhere. I love that. Oh wait, raid? Or is it? I like that. How are you doing today? I love it. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to me. Welcome to my guild. Welcome to the Primrose Village Guild. My name is Zel, and I am the guild leader. I am a mercenary, human/elf, and I hope. Oh, also you can actually take a contract. It's only 1 point, so it's not expensive at all. You came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely, but it might be that other people wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. I like those little emotes. Oh, they crave violence. Mother, I crave violence. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Only one thing can stop them. Some hot chicks. Some hot chicks. You talking about the girls? Are you here to join our club? Who's your favorite girl in the group? Oh, I know what you mean. Maybe. Well, welcome to the literature club. You're joining 2 things today. The guild and also a literature club. So welcome. I have to go with Yuri. She's the most mature. Very true. For 2 reasons. 2 reasons, yes, I understand that. I understand what you mean by that. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Man, my voice is fully messed up. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Zel. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Wow. Might as well let Zel lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Wow, Natsuki. Natsuki? It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. Wow, all of you. How are you doing today? My name is Zel. I'm actually here to perform my poem. Guys, I don't have a poem. But I do. They're all staring at me waiting. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. You got this. Thank you. Thank you, Natsumi. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. I could just do my song instead of actually doing a poem, just do my song, or at least my poems suck anyway. I haven't wrote a poem since 8th grade, I think. I think so. It's been forever since I've actually had to write a poem. So, yeah. Despite that, really? Yeah, normally I write song lyrics, but I don't write poems. My song lyrics are a little bit different than poems. So, despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. Okay, I'm just reading her voice. I'm just making her voice mine at this point. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah. Happy. Yeah, maybe. All right then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called. It's called. Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if they're giving life to the poem. Yeah, they're jumping, like the title says, MC. Catch up. No, I'm joking. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. Good job, Natsuki. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, you at least feel prepared enough to recite the poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is. So, well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem. Oh. Lauren, I don't know if I actually let you know, but like there's also, just so you can actually also participate, there's a redeem for daily contract. They actually give you a random daily contract that'll actually like save a princess, save a cat from, or no, save an Eevee from a tree, along with some other fun stuff. So if you want to check that out, you can. I made it not expensive, so anyone can actually participate in it because it's really. I'm gonna be honest. I put hours into working on that just to make sure it actually worked. It took forever. Not the smartest tech, but with tech, but I try. Okay. I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. You're letting your hair hit Natsuki in the face. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think it's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. That's not what I meant to press. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. And impressing Monica. Apparently. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Zel. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I admit to nothing. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little bit quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori? Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day, Natsuki asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. I'd walk home with Natsuki. I'd still walk home with you. Ah! Okay. She is our childhood best friend, right? Also, her house is right beside ours. We're gonna save. I would. If she asked me to walk home with her, Natsuki did. I guess I would if she asked me to. Walking home with Natsuki, huh? Why does the thought make my heart pound? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, I think I would be afraid of what she'd do to me if I turned her down. Isn't she so cute and fun to be around? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. Conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. It was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take it away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Who knows? Eternity, existence, friends, infallible, spinning, atone, melancholy, bed, I don't think I can say that. I'm glad I didn't say the whole thing. I don't know if I actually can say that on stream. Special. Yeah. I didn't see any giggle. Okay. Twirl. Marshmallow, bliss, vitality, unrestrained, strawberry, vibrant. We'll go with strawberry. Ambient, holiday, unstable, essence, sensation, entropy, treasure, disarray, calm, uncanny. I feel like we go for Sayori today. We'll go for Sayori, or not Sayori. We went for Sayori the first day. Natsuki the second day. We'll go for Yuri today. Determination. Electricity. I was like, what? Which one would this be? None of these are like overly intellectual. Passion. Oh well, never mind. Incongruent. Heaven sent. Contamination. Ducky ducky. I do ducky ducky just because. Let me pass it. What? This CT actually entered the chat with Doki Doki. I'm actually gonna enter. I'm gonna and choose Doki Doki. Misery, fear. I don't like these words. I'm actually gonna go with something I like. Candy. Sunny. Boop. Which is the same word I chose yesterday. Broken embrace. Play. Okay, at this point, I'm just a mix of all three of these. Parfait. Climax. Fluffy. Extreme. Happiness. Kitty. The last word. What shall it be? Anime. I did say if it popped anime up there, I had to choose anime, so Oh man, I'm the last one here again? Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. Let me actually speak into my microphone so it actually picks up what I say. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Weren't you complaining about just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's the whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they just usually have fried squid? Or do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Ika. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori? I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sorry shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she notices anything about Sayori different recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Zel, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading a little too much into it, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Zel. You certainly know a lot about her than... You certainly know a lot better... I can't read! You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, it was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking with her myself. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? Yeah, I was also meant to say person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Zell. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? Yeah, she's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. Guys, there's an ad coming up. Just wanted to let you know I will do my best not to actually talk about anything important or anything really. But yeah, there's an ad coming up, so. You're so funny, Azelle. You thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when you're around. Really? Ah, I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I do? What do I know, anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her. I thought it said, I watch her knees. And I was like, what? You watch her knees? I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her? That I'm letting this weigh me down so much. Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. There's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Hey, you! Eh? I look up to see Natsuki next to me. Look up? She's shorter than you, isn't she? Unless I'm a short king. How short am I? Are you just gonna sit there and keep... Oh, he's sitting at a desk, okay. Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't that much time, so... sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried. I was just... Natsuki glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. Oh, she wants to read manga with me. That's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez. Now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, then you can just tell me to leave you alone and I will. I mean, assumingly you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles that last part. I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. So, Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today. But she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh. Natsuki exhales. Or are you scared? You scared, Natsuki? Someone that's gonna take me away? Mrs. Steal Your Man? Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. And in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you would be the first person she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those some people just have those days. Can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it will be a lot more obvious. Yeah, I should have thought of it that way from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Uh, don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's not normal to be worried about your friends. It's normal. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so I was not. Geez, if you're fine, then let's hurry and get started already. Yeah. I pull the first volume of Parfait Girls out of my bag. Natsuki takes it from my hand, then quickly turns it over, presumably to check for wrinkles. She really doesn't trust me to actually take care of the book. Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle manga all the time, you know? I just wanted to make sure. Can you blame me for being paranoid? I don't give people my manga every day, you know? That's true. I don't blame you. Well, anyways, let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay? Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow. So you're gonna tell me everything you thought, right? Where did this volume leave off again? I forgot. The chapter ended when Minori and Alice found Monica! Natsuki's voice resonates out from the inside of the closet. I peer inside. All of Natsuki's books are lined up in front of the top shelf, on the top shelf. Did you move my manga again? Sorry. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet. I had to move some stuff around and clean up a little bit. It's all still there. I just had to organize it a bit. The top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. She makes a futile hop, trying to figure out how to reach her manga. Jeez, this is so inconvenient. I'm moving these all back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves. And besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you waste that on the top shelf? Natsuki? There's a stool on the wall there. In the closet, there's a collapsible stool that's hanging on the wall. If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you. I can get them myself. Natsuki grabs a stool from the wall and unfolds it. You think I'm too short for or something? I mean, I knew it. Well, you know what? Just watch me. Natsuki hops on the stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because of its collapsible design. Careful. I know what I'm doing. Staying on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top shelf. The stool would be enough for me to easily grab the books, but Natsuki is being stubborn as usual. Natsuki uses her fingers to scoot one of the smaller boxes to the edge of the shelf. See? Yeah. The box suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles. What? Losing balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. He holds the box triumphantly. There. Having almost fell, Natsuki is a bit shaken up. Jeez. No need to prove yourself to me. There's no way you'll be able to get the bigger boxes like that. I can reach them, so just... I said I can do it. I don't want your help, okay? I'm gonna get a chair, so just hang on. Natsuki forces her way past me out of the closet. Let's see. The classroom chairs have the desk attached, so they're too inconvenient to fit in the closet. Aha! Natsuki trots over to the teacher's desk, which has a computer chair behind it. Oh, Nan. Oh, Nan? Oh, man. She rolls it on its wheels back over to the closet. Ah. It's a little dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls, but I've already learned my lesson, so I keep my mouth shut. Ugh. Natsuki climbs onto the chair, then slowly balances onto her feet. Since she refuses my help, I take a seat with my back against the side of the doorway and simply watch. Aha! There we go. She looks scared in this picture. See, I can easily do it now. Natsuki grabs a stack of manga and bends down to put it on the shelf below. Whoa! The chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf. What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting and doing nothing? Who was it who told me not to help? Yeah, I got you. I hold the chair while Natsuki reaches back up. I can almost see up her skirt. Go! I force myself to turn away. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. When she realizes I'll be dead. Natsuki wraps her arms around the Parfait Girls box set, easily the largest one on the bookshelf. Heavy. Hazel? I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry and take this one. But then I have to let go of the chair. That's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up. Alright. Let me just stand up. I slowly release my grip on the chair. What do you mean, stand up? Natsuki looks down at me. Why are you all the way back? Natsuki looks like she just realized something, but she'll lose her balance if she moves. Natsuki, the box! What are you looking at? You're trying to look at my... Natsuki's legs shake. I'm not. I was just... Natsuki, don't try to move. Just give me the box. You perv! You set me up! Go away. Get out! But I'll do it myself. The chair suddenly swivels beneath Natsuki's feet. Natsuki! Get... The scene turns to chaos in a split second. The chair flies from under Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I try to catch her. The box topples out of her hands and the box goes flying. The books go flying. I got you! Oh crap. I was expecting the image to come at me. The full force of Natsuki's body against me throws me to the ground. A whole bunch of books pelt me in the face. Ooh. Natsuki tries to shield herself from her with her own arms as her face lands straight into my chest. Ugh. My right arm and my back seriously felt the impact. Slowly, Natsuki comes to her senses. Good. She presses her arms straight into me to prop herself up. Thank you for the follow, 24K. How are you doing? Welcome to the Primrose Village Guild. My name is Zel. I'm the guild master and also mercenary around here. Welcome, welcome. I hope you are doing well. Natsuki seems to realize that it's not the floor that's beneath her. Gah, gross. Gah. A fist pounds into my chest. Why are you hitting me? Natsuki then hoists herself to her feet. What were you thinking? You sicko. Everything okay over there? I heard a loud noise. Monica suddenly peers in. Monica, see what happens when you put manga on the top shelf? Are you trying to kill your club members or something? Jeez. Sorry. Oh, and one more thing. It seems like your most recent club member is a total perv. So I hope you're happy. I didn't... Somehow it's impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation to Monica. I didn't do anything, I swear. I know, don't worry. Monica says that quietly to me. Looks like I'm off the hook. Oh no! I look down. Natsuki is kneeling on the floor holding one of the books that are scattered all over. There's a large diagonal crease across the page that she desperately tried to smooth out. It must have landed on the page. Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly she gives up and slams the book shut, then throws it to the floor. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head. Natsuki, are you? No. Natsuki's voice squeaks. I see tears on her face. Uh, I'll help you get the creases out, okay? It's partially my fault, so. Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down. No, don't even care about that much. I'm just having a really bad day out today. Natsuki sobs again. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I didn't mean to. It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head. Just every day is so hard. I just want to come to the club and... Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I can only do what I know how to do. Alright. Well, I hope you clean this up. And I'll move the rest of your manga for you. I pick up volume 2 of Parfait Girls. We'll set this one aside. This will help cheer you up in a bit, right? We can get started on it once I'm done here. Natsuki looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lips quivers. You're really nice to me. Eh? That sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect it at all. Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. I'm not sure what happened to her today, but being nice is the least I could do. The next couple of minutes are silent between us as I begin gathering the scattered books. I make sure to slip them into the box in their correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. It isn't long before we're done, and I hoist the box onto the shelf where Natsuki wanted to put it. Then, I get on the stool and quickly finish moving the rest of her books from the top shelf. Alright, that should do it. I hop off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze. Thanks. It's nothing. Natsuki is holding the volume I set aside in her hands. Alright, I'm ready. Good. Even if you weren't, I'd make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said. The thing about cheering me up. If you insist. Okay. We sit in the same spot as last time, and I open the second volume. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing the things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making note of a lot of the subtle, repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed by how everything ties together in the this manga. I guess Natsuki has good taste after all. After some time, Monica gets our attention as usual, and it's time to share poems again. One second, guys. Okay. Guess I'll be holding on to this for now. Yep. Even you sound more enthusiastic this time. Well, I'm starting to get into it, you know? Told you. Yeah. I return to my seat and slip the book into my bag. We're gonna go, let's go ahead and share with Natsuki. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me in the back of the poem. By now, she must have read it more than, she always reads our poem more than once, apparently. Is it that bad? No, it's not. It's good. It's really good, okay? There, I said it. This wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? Hello, Dex. How are you doing? Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems aren't supposed to impress you. Impress you, not the other way around. My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way around. How are you doing? How are you doing, Dex? You're trying to you're trying to impress me? Obviously, you think I'd let you enjoy Yuri's writing more than mine? Give me a break. Dutch keyboard? Ah. Give me a break. Well, in that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you? I'll tell you, Okay, it's fixed. Natsuki's face freezes. Just Monica? Ah, just Monica? Do you like just Monica? Natsuki's face freezes like she just realized something. You're trying to impress me? Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time. Then the poem slips out of her hands and flutters to the floor. I have to use the bathroom. Red-faced, Natsuki quickly walks out of the room. Hey, Zel? Did you do something to Natsuki? You didn't do anything terrible, right? Did you? No. I just told her that my voice gets caught in my throat. There's no way I could tell Monica that I'm trying to impress Natsuki. Monica sees the poem lying on the floor and swiftly picks it up. She reads through it, her smile not fading from her face. I see. You wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? I mean, not really. In fact, didn't she like your poem a lot the other day too? I'm surprised you know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, Zell? Cheating? What do you mean by that? Never mind, I'm just kidding. I didn't understand Monica's joke at all. Anyway, how do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. It was just something for you to think about. Hey! Natsuki comes up and snatches the poem out of Monica's hands. Neither of us had noticed her re-enter the classroom. Did you read this, Monica? Of course, I liked it. You should really stop reading things that aren't meant for you, okay? You know? You have a bad habit of doing that. But Zell wrote this poem. And we're supposed to share with everyone, right? Natsuki freezes. He apparently forgot that my poem is technically for everyone to read. Okay, well, I think Zell is done sharing this poem with everyone. It's not like anyone want to read this anyway. In fact, I'm just going to hold on to this. If you insist. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Like what? Never mind. Natsuki? I'll give you the poem, but that's still not fair to Sayori. She hasn't gotten to read it yet. So what? Well, I guess Zell is right, Natsuki. It's not fair if you don't let everyone finish reading it. Fine. Natsuki returns to my poem. It's not like she's going to like it though. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. This is my only copy. Well, it's my only copy. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond our sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way that you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful. when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way that you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you would learn to love yourself again. I like it. Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. I can't stand sand. It gets everywhere. Kinda hard to write about something negative about the beach. Sand. Makes me want to skip. I don't want to stand. You're right. I can't. So you decided to write about the beach first and then came up with the message later? Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it or whatever. You can really see her doing that, can't you can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic that then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, mine ended up being mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Welcome back. I'm sure it's Sayori because that's who. Not kidding when I say this. I spent $30 on a small pizza. Did you order it? Like, was it to go, like for delivery, or was it like just a small pizza, like at a really cheap place? Oh, okay, you did go in and actually order it. That's rough. I'm so sorry. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. I got ripped off. Is the pizza at least good? Does it taste good? After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably not Suki. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Zel. Sorry. Is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I was feeling well, okay? I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. I want to check something real quick. Yeah. No. I believe it is. I I was like looking up something about this game to actually check something. And I just noticed like someone looked up the age of Yuri. Like, how old is Yuri? And then they were like, oh, Yuri is 18. Let's go ahead and show it to Yuri. Sure. Well done, Zel. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing your writing like this is a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore, but it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing. My foot is stuck. And I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Zell? Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very impersonal way to get in touch with yourself? In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just my opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's most important in it is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Eh? For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome? Unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri. What? What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. You want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. Wait, we didn't get to read Sayori's poem. She just straight up left, didn't she? Or did we read Sayori's poem? Marvel, millions of years in the making. Oh, beach. Oh, they did decide to actually write the same thing. Marvel, millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky and expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tides comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to earth forevermore. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought process. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. I was about to say rip off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Monica! Let's do it. Hi, Zel. Hi, Zel. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Nope, not at all. Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, I already read your poem, but you can go ahead and read mine now. Oh, it's not short. Never mind, I forgot she actually likes to play with the spacing. I was like, oh great, it's short. Oh. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift in the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search. I search with hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows that what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There's no meaning, there's no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the best sorts of things that can give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind. But that's what I wrote about. I see. I never put that much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Just so sad. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not good? It can be really disheartening to give a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling that your writing is good or okay or bad, they want to focus more on everything that went into it and things you can work on. It's more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Your advice for today was way better than yesterday. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a sec. Is it just me, or did something strange just now? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? All the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh? That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all of the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now Natsuki's pounding too? Geez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayuri enough credit. But I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have a beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorating to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Zel. I'm the useless one. I don't know what you want me to do. The one who is truly useless. Yes. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be happy to. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Zel may not like to be around you if you make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Oh, thank you, Yuri. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Zell to... What are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys. Let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Zell to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? True, we haven't spent any time with Monica yet. So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah, Zell, are you okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone look straight at me. Cool. I feel like, okay. Man, I knocked over. Okay. So interested in this part that I might actually do one of them right now, but then actually like I might do the rest of them on YouTube and actually just do different versions of them depending on their side stories, because I do actually want to see every one of them. So yeah, this time we're gonna go with Natsuki. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun, and you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people. Don't worry, baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Just a minute ago you were saying that's because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway, you'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it after all. Oof. Ow, it hurts. Oh no, Yuri. That's good. Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's a little hard not to feel bad. So that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yes! Everything except the performance is gonna be awesome. I don't think that really counts. What about you, Zell? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Natsuki starts pouting too. It's not that big of a deal or anything. Well, it might not be just that. I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean it. Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look! Natsuki goes over and puts her hand down on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here. And you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help out a lot too, but you're going to make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way that people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hand and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry, I'm being dumb. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make it a really great event. Yeah. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? Uh, we still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact. Yes, yep. Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Geez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay. I'm coming over on Sunday. Oh, she's coming over to my place? I thought we were going over there. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house. Yeah, right. I could have a guy over my house. My dad would kill me. Really? That's kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah. How do you think I feel? I can't do anything with my dad at home. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. All right. Fine by me. Yeah. I'm really going to show you why I love baking so much. You'd better look forward to it. Oh? Didn't you say you were just going to give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like in front of everyone that I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never get to bake with someone else before. That's all it is. So, alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Uh, Never mind. Bye, Natsuki. I can't believe this. Natsuki's going to be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. There's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. I seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday. Okay, wait. I think I'm gonna stop right there. I'm gonna save right there. Okay, I gotta remember this is where I actually need to start. Can't believe that was only 7 minutes ago? 8 minutes ago. No, 7. 7 minutes ago. Okay, let me actually find someone to read out to. Hmm. Thank you guys for being here, by the way. Honest farm work. Hmm. Some of these names I don't recognize. Huh? I'm actually gonna raid Migsy. 'Cause I've actually been seeing a lot of her posts a lot on Twitter lately. So we're gonna raid Migsy. Seems great anyway. So thank you guys for being here. All of you guys are amazing. Hope all of you take care. I shall see you guys next time. Bye.